Hello, hello. Welcome. It's an amazing amount of people in the waiting room. 37. Absolutely incredible. More people coming in. So get yourselves settled. Hi, Polly. I can see you there on my screen. Hello. Hi, Ali. Yay.
Oh no, that's for my toppings.
We're just
Jesus.
going to get everyone on mute for a moment as everyone
Give me a
gets settled
CPT.
in.
Sure.
Loads of people still coming in. I'm going to go on speaker view. So if you want to pin me as a speaker, you just the three little dots on my screen. You can pin me to be a big screen, or you can use the view to speaker view, and then I will be big. Yeah, one of our members, Helen, has said, "Wow, what a crowd!" Hi, Louise. We have our lovely, I'm just going to go on gallery view for a second. Oh my goodness, look at all of this. Just go on gallery view for a second. It's amazing. Yay, hello everyone. So lovely to have so many new faces here. Amazing. So, oh goodness, more people. Amazing. Oh, hi Louise. Oh, look at the
Hi.
little one. Hello. Right. I'm just going to open out to the chat, okay? Where are you based? Look at all of those people. That is incredible. 42. Amazing. Let's use the chat. Tell me where you are while we're just getting everybody settled in. London, Birmingham, Oxford. I know there's a lot of Ireland. Brighton, Dublin, Galway, Wexford, Barcelona, Cambridge, East Sussex, Sevenoaks. Oh my God, Wolverhampton, Wicklow, Kilkenny, Dublin, West Sussex, Warwick, Sunderland, Athlone, Dublin, Kilkenny, Wicklow. That's amazing. More people coming in. London, Ennis, USA. Well, hello, Nikki. My Aunt Nikki. Hi. I didn't know you were coming. Amazing. Wales, 48. Will we hit the 50 mark? That is the question. Wow. Okay, this is awesome. So hope everyone has water with them and their vice of choice. I actually had to get my husband to buy this on the way home from London today because I didn't have any in the house. I even did a food shop earlier and forgot to buy some. Now, what is that telling me? How good is that? So let's get going. Okay, if anyone else comes in, I'll just let them in. This is amazing to see everybody. Yay, this must be the biggest group we've had in a while. So monthly, I meet with some lovely members. Many of you here are here. Many will do the replay. And hello to anyone else who's doing the replay over the next few weeks. It's lovely to have you. And in my last month's tapping circle, I was sharing about the training that I did in April in Ireland. I did my first ever EFT practitioner course as me with the trainer. And a few of you are on here who were there at that event, which is awesome. And during the training, we teach a section, or we do a demonstration on how to use tapping for cravings. I have done this 3 or 4 times in the past as a recipient, so in the I'm the one in the audience, okay? So I was the one in the audience tapping along. When I led the tapping in Dublin, I was the one in charge of the words, and something clicked for me. And I haven't had chocolate. I've had 2 squares in 4 weeks. And for me, that was a big deal. For me, what I have switched off is the chocolate calling me from the fridge. The constant reminder that I want chocolate. And it was particularly bad after meals, after lunch and tea. And I recognized that I was being triggered, particularly before bedtime. And bedtime where I viewed it to be stressful. So if sometimes in the middle of bedtime and it was stressful, I would run downstairs to the fridge and grab some chocolate and eat it and hide the fact that I'd done that on the way back upstairs, right? So I know what I am talking about isn't problematic, but for me, I just wanted the power that I felt chocolate had over me to disappear. Now, Sinead will attest to this. I even said in the training, I'm not ready to give up chocolate, and I wasn't. I didn't think it was gonna work, and it did. So here I am, not even bothered about this piece of chocolate that's beside me, when before it would have bothered me. So I cannot promise that your experience will be like my experience, but what I'm going to try and do is take you through some tapping. I really want your input. I'm going to give you some cues and you're going to share with me in the chat box, and I'm going to use some of your words. Okay, so every single one, oh, we do have 50, amazing. Every single one of us here has a different reason for wanting chocolate. We have a different reason for wanting crisps. It could be that it is something that's soothing us. It could be something that brings back a memory of nice things. It could be a reward. It could be multiple various different things. So I'm going to have to use my words, use your words, and together we may take some of the heat and some of the cravings away from us, okay? So I'm not guarantee zero cravings, but I want to hopefully help you identify potentially where or why the craving exists, and we'll take the heat off some of it as well. So Sinead said, I've done chocolate as well around 6 months ago, and I have some here now, but like Sarah, I could take it or leave it. Maybe I'll tap on my tea instead. You tap on whatever you like, Sinead. I don't think tea is, I don't know if it's too problematic for you. Okay, so a very quick overview. Who here hasn't tapped before and is brand new to tapping? So stick it in the chat box. I'm going to have some of my tea. Lisa, that is my plan, to help with the online shopping addiction, definitely. Wow, okay, so a good 15 people never tapped before. So a little bit of a refresh. And some here are professional tappers already. So we've got Polly, Sinead, and I'm sure there's more of you here that are actually tapping already. So the amygdala, you know the amygdala in the center of your brain, this kind of almond-shaped thing, it kind of governs our fight, flight, freeze response. And we will be using chocolate or crisps or wine or cigarettes or whatever it is to help us because of some discomfort in our prior existence to this now moment. Okay, so in those uncomfortable moments, we will most likely have gone into fight, flight, freeze response, and that is when cortisol and adrenaline pump through our body and we are able to get out of dodge, defend ourselves, or play dead in order to escape the tiger. So long-term high stress means we're in long-term overproduction of cortisol and adrenaline. Not good. So when we tap, we're actually sending a signal, a safety and calming signal to the amygdala that tells the amygdala that it's safe. Okay, this is the ultimate brain hack. We are telling the amygdala in our brain that we're safe. And when we feel safe, the fight, flight, freeze is turned off and normal function resumes. Normal cell generation, the normal relaxed operation of our body. So also to remember, we can only do one of these things at a time. We are either in fight, flight, freeze and constant stress state, or we're in rest, regeneration and recovery. And I know which one we'd all like to be in most of the time. Okay. The other thing about the amygdala is that it has a very important role in our reward and pleasure pathway. So it governs our addiction center. When we see things like chocolate or the clock, sometimes the clock can go, oh, it's 6 o'clock, it's wine time, or Friday afternoon at 5, that's my downtime, that's my wine time. We will have these cues. Or we drive past your favourite takeaway and your favourite pizza place and you're like, oh, I love that pizza, I'm going to have a pizza tonight. Okay, so we'll have these cues. They can be visual, verbal, scent orientated. Our senses pick up on these cues, and then the amygdala fires in overdrive and becomes activated. So the amygdala gets activated when we see our cues, and that's what makes us want the thing. So the beauty of tapping is that we are sending a signal to the amygdala that it's safe, and therefore it turns off the activation of the amygdala. So the craving drive isn't there. So I can see this piece of chocolate and not go, oh my God, I want it. I can just look at it and go, it's a piece of chocolate. It doesn't hold the same energy. It's not firing the same response in my brain. And they have proven this in many trials where they look at MRI scans and they look at the brain and the amygdala firing before with visuals for cues, visual cues for addictions, and then afterwards they do the same thing. They show the same visual cues and the amygdala is not firing. So that is what happened with me in Dublin, almost unintentionally, because I didn't even think it was going to have that impact. Okay, so the amygdala is important. Tapping does two things. It stops your fight, flight, freeze, and it can stop the amygdala from going into activation and triggering these soothing mechanisms that we have internally. You know, the desire for the chocolate or the wine or whatever. So I just want to ask you to take some responsibility tonight for your own emotions and feelings. So I cannot guarantee that memories will not come up for you. So I just ask that if a memory comes up for you that is interesting and not too traumatic, just go, oh wow, that's interesting. That memory of me as a child taking some sweets out of my mum's handbag, which would have been me, that's interesting that came up for me. Okay? If you can tap while thinking about that memory, great. And if it doesn't feel right or you're not able to, just go, that's really interesting. I might just jot that down, that memory of me robbing sweets, and then just let it go. Okay? If a memory comes up where you feel, oh gosh, this is quite triggering. There is sadness here, or there's anger here, or there's fear here. Then please just you do the tapping as I'm tapping, and just say, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Okay, so if triggered, focus on the tapping. So just follow along with me, but just focus on safety. Okay, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. Because your brain is bringing up a memory that probably does need a little bit of support, a little bit of work. But right now, with all these people here, I'm not able to support you in that way. So I would just ask that you take some deep breaths, keep tapping with me, make a note of it if you can, and just remind yourself that you're safe. Okay? the brain doesn't know the difference between what's happening in real life, us here, and what's happening in virtual reality. So when a memory comes back up, your brain thinks that's happening to you in that moment. So by tapping and telling your brain you're safe, it stops you from going into that response. Does that make sense? Any questions before we start, please let me know. Hoping that makes sense. Sinead is here actually. I don't know, Sinead, if anybody had any questions while I'm going through stuff, maybe you could direct message Sinead Byrne, if that would be okay, Sinead. Just in case anybody was struggling with anything, you could reach out to Sinead. Sorry, I've thrown you under the bus there.
Okay.
Okay, brilliant. So just do a direct message to Sinead if you've got any questions or need to stop. Please look after yourself. Again, this is a safe space, and if you just keep tapping, your emotions will come down. Okay? So I want you to just take a bit of water, get yourselves ready, and get your bit of chocolate or your so let's tell me what you've got in the chat box. So get your bit of thing ready, and then let me know what that is. Chocolate. Twirl, 2 twirls. Chocolate orange. Oh, I do love them. White bread. Okay. Kit Kat, chocolate biscuit, caramel, cake pastry, dark chocolate. Yeah, that was my vice. Chocolate truffles. Did anyone eat any of their chocolate already? We haven't got to the eating part. We may not get to eating. Someone's got crisps, chocolate buttons. I had half a bar of green and blacks chocolate. Had to get a second egg. Oh goodness. Lucy. Stressful day. Yeah. When I texted my husband and said, can you get me a bar of chocolate on the way home? He wrote back, did you have a bad day? I was like, no, I'm doing my tapping on it. Dark chocolate, salted caramel, nice. I can smell mine and my mouth is watering. Yes, so don't start smelling it yet, because we will be smelling it in a second. Okay, so I want you to just look at it. Put it down on the table in front of you and think, how much do you want this thing? And write that down on a piece of paper and stick it in the chat box. What are we dealing with? On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being is like, get that in my face right now. 10 is I have no control. Okay, Lucy 9, Steph 9, 9 10s, 8 9s, 6 8 9s, 7s, 8 8 8. Okay, pretty high. Someone had a 2. So you may not see a significant difference if you're already starting on a lower number. Okay, so a lot of later ones. Lisa, yeah, you can just imagine. Or take something else you do have. If you've got something else. Better 5 because I just had dinner. Okay, but I presume if you hadn't, you probably would want it more. 5, but only because I had a bit of cake already. Good work. Okay, so we wanted that much. Now pick it up and I want you to smell it. Okay, the smell. So again, does your number go up when you smell it? Because it does smell really good. Okay, so you really want it now. I don't crave it because I'm not alone. 11, okay. It's all going up. The smell of it is bringing you. Don't eat it yet. Stay with the smell. Okay. The number just shot up. The smell of sweetness. Okay, amazing. Now, put it down for a second. Lottie's love hearts. Great, because that's like pure sugar, isn't it? I think I'll just put chocolate on my nose. Okay, close your eyes for a second. What do you feel in your body about this piece of chocolate or about this vice? Yeah, that's interesting. Normally eat it so quickly you don't get to smell it. Comfort, brilliant. Safety, panic, interesting. Calm, happiness, filling a hole, brilliant. Relief, yeah, that was it for me. Anxious to have it, comfort. Soothing. A break, yeah, a break. Comfort, but I don't get to smell it or taste it. Content. Okay, brilliant. Really good links there between comfort and so soothing. Comfort can also be, yeah, okay. So then that brings in the guilt. So how about guilt and shame? Do we connect to guilt and shame after mindlessly eating our chocolate? How much control does this have over us right now? It's baffling, isn't it? So frustration, can't stop. Okay, let me just make sure I haven't annoyed. I gave in. Can you see now why it's actually hard to stop? When we have these correlations between the smell of something, the eating of something, the appearance of something, and what we make that mean for us. How are we supposed to break that link in our conscious mind only? Impossible. This is why the tapping work is in the subconscious. Okay, lots of new messages, hang on. And it is the most addictive sugar on the planet. Yes, Ali, absolutely is. And it's ploughed into things on purpose for us to become addicted, to be hooked, because it's an industry. So I won't go into all of that. But who is it serving for you to be addicted to this chocolate or to be craving this chocolate? Is it serving you? No. Okay. Fill a hole. No, it never fills the hole. Because what we're looking for isn't in that piece of chocolate. Really, is it? Regret. Shame as it is an addiction. Lack of willpower, yeah. And so there we have our vicious cycle. You know, I'm not good enough, I'm not able, I'm not strong. And then that makes us want more chocolate because we're in that negative space. Oh, we're just letting somebody else in now. Mr. Cadbury does get rich. Absolutely. It's destroying me. Yeah. Hi, Lana, who's just joined. We're just using the chat box to talk about our what our smelling our piece of chocolate or whatever is actually bringing up for us. And it's bringing up a lot of connections, a lot of mind, pathway, belief system connections that we will be tapping on in a few minutes. So you can have a quick scan of those things if you wanted to. I do enjoy it and love it. Okay, you can visualize a Toblerone, Lisa. Once I've had some, I think no point stopping now. Yeah. I've broken the seal. Might as well keep going. Well, I'm going to eat it anyway, so why not just guzzle it now? Is it possible you can have a healthy relationship with chocolate? It's like the 12 steps. Well, so I didn't think I was ready to stop having chocolate, but I have stopped having chocolate. In the last 4 weeks, I've had 2 squares, and I had a piece of chocolate cake at a birthday gathering yesterday, and I ate 3/4 of that piece of cake because by the end of it, I was like, oh my God, this is so rich. But I enjoyed what I had, and for the first time ever, I threw some of my cake in the bin. So that is progress for me. I think it is possible to have a healthy relationship. When you break the cycle with the craving, I think you could do that. Bottomless hole. Yes, Sinead said, once you get the power back, you can choose how and when and how much. Exactly. Okay, so we're going to stop here because that's some really good connections, and we're going to do some tapping. So, as I said before, and for Alana who's joining, if you have any memories that come up that are that you think are relevant, any memory that comes up will be relevant. So just take a note of it. But if something comes up that's really triggering, just keep tapping and breathing and change the words to I am safe. Now, I'm just getting hot here. If anything that I say to you doesn't resonate in this tapping, please feel free to change the words yourself. Just having a bit of a strip here, sorry. Change the words to something more relevant to you, or just keep using my words because somewhere deep down in your subconscious, this is all relevant. Okay, we're all connected. You will, on some level, feel all these things. I know it. We're all in this together. Okay. So for anybody new to tapping, please just tap along. I'll just quickly demonstrate the points. Tapping on the side of the hand at the very beginning. We tap on the crown of the head, so not here, more here, and usually use about 4 fingers. We then tap, so it's important to get these points right if you can. Okay, you can tap on the beginning of the eyebrows. You can do one hand, right hand, left hand, 2 hands, it doesn't matter. Side of the eye, under the eye. Now this is on the bone, not down here, up here. So if you have glasses, you might want to take them off, make it easier. I won't be, my glasses are bigger now, so I might not be able to get my hand right up in there. Then you do under the nose. We're going to be tapping for quite a while, so you'll get used to these points. Then we have the collarbone point. So feel along the bone and then bring your hands down a little bit to the soft fleshy part. This is K27 for any acupuncture or acupressure therapists. It's a very important point relating to the kidney. Then we've got under the arm, so a good like hand below, just kind of around this area. Then back to the wrist, across the wrist. Again, you can use a couple of fingers. And then we squeeze either side of the fingernail bed. Either side of the fingernail bed on each finger. And I will say 1 sentence per point. And we'll do a couple of rounds of tapping and then I'll check in and we'll see what else comes up, okay? We're going to keep this quite dynamic. This is not a me to you, this is a us collaboration. So take some water again before we start. Let's have another smell of our So again, check how much do we want that? On a scale of 0 to 10. Okay. So tapping on the side of the hand. Even though I really want my piece of chocolate, and use your words for your thing. I want this chocolate so badly. It smells so good. I normally don't even get to smell it because I scoff it so quickly. It's so sweet and desirable, this chocolate. But I recognize that this craving isn't serving me anymore. And I choose to love and accept myself anyway. If you can't say the words out loud, I feel sometimes it's more powerful. But don't worry if you can't. And I'm already burping, right? So if I burp or yawn, it's the collective energy I'm releasing. I'm not having my own problems, okay? This chocolate, I want it so badly. I'm struggling waiting so I can have my chocolate. It smells so good. This sweetness, it's calling me. This chocolate is so comforting. It makes me feel safe. It makes me feel calm. It makes me feel so happy. I love my chocolate. It's soothing and gives me such satisfaction. And it calls to me all the time. Sometimes I feel anxious when I think of this chocolate. I'm trying to fill a hole that never fills. And once I start eating, it's so hard to stop. Eff it. Why stop now? I've just eaten a few squares. I'm gonna eat the whole bar anyway, so I might as well eat it now. The relief that this chocolate brings me. It gives me a break, gives me a bit of me time. I have no control over my desire for this chocolate. And it makes me feel so content when I eat this chocolate. But then I feel such guilt and shame when I see how much I've eaten. When I mindlessly look at what is gone. I don't even take my time to enjoy it. It's just something that needs to be in me now. It has such control over me. And that makes me feel frustrated. So annoyed that I gave in. I gave in again I've no blooming willpower. I can't stop this desire. I just want it every day. And then comes the regret, the sadness, the disappointment in myself. I feel useless. This horrible craving. So stopping there, take a breath. Take some water. And take your chocolate and smell it. And how much do you want it now? 0 to 10. Wow. 3, 5, 6, and 8, 4, 7, 5, 6, 5, 5, 4s. 0. Wow. 6s, 7s, 3s, 4s, 1, 7, 10. Someone's got a 10. Okay, so Michelle, anything come up for you when we were tapping? Anybody had any memories or anything? Someone says this doesn't smell the same. Yeah. So anybody at 10, has that gone up? And any memories come up for anybody? No, it's the same. Okay. Okay. So, no memories, mouth watering when I think about it. Okay. No memories, and it went up. Okay, Michelle. So, let's have a think about why that might have gone up. Memory of Easter at home when I was a child in my bedroom eating an Easter egg. Okay, Harriet. Amazing. So, be interesting to have a think about, how did she feel? How did you or your younger self feel on her own eating her Easter egg? Was she hiding it? Was she savouring it? Was she scoffing it really fast? Anything there? So Eileen said I felt inexplicably sad at one point. Okay. Comfort, really enjoying it. Okay, comfort. So while I was tapping there, I kept wanting to talk about the situations in which we want the chocolate. So, Ali, I felt helpless feeling at the beginning of the pandemic fear uses, and that's when the addiction skyrocketed. Okay, so that's your fight, flight, freeze response. You're wanting to soothe it with the chocolate, and the fight, flight, freeze response is kicked in by a threat to our physical safety or a threat to our sense of self. And possibly with your business and things there, you may have felt a threat to your sense of self at the early stages, as well as the threat to safety. So double whammy on that. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so think about when in the day you are called to this chocolate. What is triggering you? Is it a stressful situation? Is it a reward? You know, if they sit down at the end of the day, I've had a long, busy day, I'm going to have my chocolate and a cup of tea. You know, some people do the same for wine. Okay, so stress after eating savoury food. Reward. Habit. When I'm alone, yeah. After meals. Sets up the day, lowers anxiety. Is that in the morning then, Bryony? So it's a link to lowering the so using it to lower anxiety. Reward at the end of the day, stress, tiredness. Yes. I used to use it as well when I work late, like tonight. I would have always grabbed a piece of chocolate or a bar or protein bar or something, because in my head I was like, I don't have enough energy to get through my event or my one-to-one client. Therefore, I need chocolate or a bar for energy. So that's how that's how I would link it with the tiredness. I don't know if that resonates with anybody else, using it as an energy kick. Treat. So someone would have it at night time now, first thing in the morning and all day long. I mean, once you start, it's hard to stop, isn't it? Stress, dinner, sometimes lunch, treat, lunch, dinner, stress, after a meal, stressed and tired, reward, soothing, before bed. And what does sugar really do for us before bed? It actually activates our blood sugar levels in our system. It does give us energy. So eating it before bed probably isn't a great time of the day to have it after a meal last evening. Like, I deserve it. Yeah. Generally, any strong sort of emotion. Yeah, so emotional eating. Automatic after meals. Yeah, so when you're not feeding yourself proper food as well, you're going to want a quick fix because you feel tired. So having more nutritious food would be better, wouldn't it? And I've heard that magnesium does help with chocolate cravings, because that's something we could also be craving that's found in chocolate, is magnesium. So maybe our magnesium levels might need to be have a look at as well. Throughout the day since lockdown, I've been way worse. If I see it, I want it in the fridge, I could eat it at 8 a.m. Okay. Habitually after meals, reward, treat to feel good. Boredom, yes. And do people eat it on their own, or do they eat it with other people? Are we hiding our... Are we hiding? Yeah, sneaking. Sneaking in on the way home from work in the car. Yeah, how does the sneaking make us feel? Like we're hiding something. Yeah, well, breastfeeding would make you want lots of different foods, doesn't it? Tiredness. Yeah, on your own, on your own, on your own, on your own. Oh my goodness. Okay. Everyone's eating this alone. Amazing. I was too. Hiding from the kids. Oh, yeah. Okay, so also, Denny says there, the husband always said I should enjoy it, but I can't. So are we actually enjoying the eating of our chocolate? So are we enjoying it? Worse when on your own. Hide it from the kids, share it with the hubby sometimes. Sometimes I hide it and I feel watched. Especially growing up, what I ate was always commented on. Brilliant. That's really good. Something that came up for me was that I am now in control. I am an adult. I am allowed chocolate. I can eat it without my mum or dad restricting it from me. When I was a child, I was not allowed to have sweet treats. So there's a kind of an element of power in that. I can have it because I'm an adult now. I don't know if anyone else resonates with that. Used to hide it. Not always. So no, people aren't really enjoying it. Isn't that amazing? It's because we're not mindfully allowing ourselves to eat it. We're eating it too quickly. So enjoy it in the moment and not after. It feels like a hit you needed. Yes. Doesn't it feel like you're taking some kind of drug? Like you just have to get into your body as quick as possible. Oh my God, 84 new messages. I need to hurry up. Lots of guilt, hiding. Don't even taste it. Just eat it so fast and never enough. Okay. Couldn't have treats as a child and use your pocket money to buy treats, but hiding from parents. Yeah. So this is kind of, maybe we are replaying old behaviors in how we approach our eating now. It's never restricted as a child. Yeah. Wasn't restricted, but used to share thorns and mittens with my mum, who has since passed away, and that's my emotional link. Okay, Leanne. So that's slightly different then from you. You've kind of got an emotional link with somebody. Yeah, that is very interesting. And that's natural. Treats were a reward, yeah. We see so many people talk about this now, about how to not be rewarding your children with treats. I 100% do that. And it's definitely how things were for me as a child. Which is rewarding. I was always shamed for eating it because as a child it was hidden from me. So I was shamed. Isn't it amazing that we've taken something that should be quite pleasurable to something that feels quite bad? Celebrations always include sugary treats. Yeah. An emotional link. Swore I wouldn't use treats as a reward, but I do it all the time. Yep, 100%. Okay, that's some really great insights. So we'll go again. Take some water. Yeah. Alexia said, how do we treat chocolate with our kids? It is addictive, so you have to regulate it, but I don't want them to obsess over treats. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that one because I'm not doing a good job of it. Maybe that's for another time. Remove the good and bad labels. Yeah, exactly. This good and bad. It's just food, isn't it? Okay, have a sniff of your chocolate. How much do you want it now? After a little bit of talking, a little bit of a break. 7, 6, 5 smells really different. Yeah. 6, 7, 4s. Mine's gone down to a 4. 7, 3, 6, 4, 0. Still amazing. 4, 7, 6. Probably an 8 or 9. So it's coming down. It smells different. Yes. Bingo, bingo. Down to 3s. Okay. Amazing. Let's tap again. So smells different, not nice. Trying to disassociate the feelings from the smell. Smells less sweet. Down to a 7. Brilliant. Okay. So even though I crave chocolate, sometimes from morning till night, and I find I'm eating it on my own. And I'm hiding it from those around me. And I'm scoffing it so quick. I don't even taste it properly. because I feel like it's a hit I have to take. I choose to love and accept myself anyway. This chocolate craving. I really want this chocolate. I crave it in the morning. I crave it after food. I crave it when I'm alone. It's become a reward for me. Maybe it was always a reward. When I've had a stressful day, I can treat myself. I can make myself feel good with this chocolate. But I think that I'm going to make myself feel good. But do I really feel good with this chocolate? That feeling doesn't last very long. And then I can feel bad about the chocolate. Feeling good and bad about chocolate. I use it to escape my kids. Gives me a break from the chaos and the stress. But sometimes I'm just sneaking it and hiding in the fridge. Or I'm buying it on the way home from work and scoffing it so fast. I hide the wrappers. People don't know how much I'm eating. Maybe I'm ashamed to show people how much I'm eating. But I'm so tired. I need this chocolate to keep me awake. This chocolate gives me energy. Gives me the lift I need during the day. Chocolate helps me get through the day. Chocolate works for me. It helps me. And if anything difficult happens, I need more. Any emotions that I can't deal with, I just crave more chocolate. If I'm sad or lonely or depressed, I reach for the chocolate. If I'm angry or frustrated, I reach for the chocolate. It distracts me from those emotions. And maybe I'm eating a lot more over the past few years. Because maybe I'm more stressed. There's been way more things to stress about. COVID, business, homeschooling, so much pressure. I needed an escape. I needed a reward. The whole world was going to pot. Might as well eat some chocolate. I use it to lower my anxiety. It comforts and soothes me. I was never allowed sweets as a child. You can change those words. And they were always given as a treat or reward. It's not my fault I've been using chocolate. It's sweet and delicious and tastes good. And I've wanted something sweet and good in my life. And chocolate is something I can control. Because I can choose now as an adult to eat all the chocolate I like. I don't have to ask permission. I don't have to save up pocket money. I can buy it whenever I like. I love buying my own chocolate. But is it serving me this need for this chocolate? How much power have I really got? Because sometimes I feel powerless to this urge, this animalistic urge to eat this chocolate. And I do it so hastily. I just shove it in. I don't even taste it properly. It's like a hit or a drug that I need now. Once I decide I need it, it has to be now. Sometimes I'll even go out of the house to go buy chocolate, even in inconvenient hours. Or I'll ask someone else to buy me some. And the waiting for it is hard. That's how much power it has over me. I'm not even looking after myself. I'm not giving myself healthy, nutritious food all the time. Because I'm living chocolate to chocolate or treat to treat. This chocolate is good, chocolate is bad. All these labels. All that matters is how it makes me feel. And maybe I don't feel good consuming this chocolate. It doesn't make me feel good emotionally. It brings up my limiting beliefs. It's perpetuating my limiting beliefs. And maybe deep down I think that I'm not good enough. Maybe I think I'm not worthy. Maybe I think I'm not safe. And I'm using this chocolate to try and make myself feel good. To try and make myself feel safe. I don't need chocolate to feel good. I don't need chocolate to feel safe. I can use other things to lower my stress. I can look after myself with nutritious food and exercise. I can let go of these cravings. I can let go of this habit. I choose now to release myself of this craving. I release myself of this habit that doesn't serve me anymore. I let go of any memories or events that trigger my craving. What's in the past is in the past now. I can't change the difficult experiences that I've had, but I can learn to accept them. I can accept who I am in this moment. I can accept the path that I'm on and the journey that I've had, even if it's not been nice, because I can't change it. I am who I am now. Tonight I get to decide. I've just been doing my best. I've always been doing my best. Even when I was a little girl or boy. Just tried so hard to be loved. And that's okay. That's normal and natural. I want to belong. And I want to feel safe. And I want to feel loved. So I choose to let go of all negative energies now. I choose to feel safe in this moment. And I choose to love myself completely. Okay, stopping there. Take a moment, take some water. Back to your chocolate. Have a smell. How much do you want this? Is your mouth reacting the same way? My mouth's almost repelling this. The smell has even changed again for me. Non-stop yawning. Well done, Neve. Don't want it at all. A 3. I really want to go put it in the bin. Yes! Making me feel sick, like it's too sweet. Smells good, but less urge to eat it. Smell is not good. I don't want it anymore. It's gone from a 10 to a 0. Sickly sweet. Smells so sweet. I can't really smell it. A 0. Oh my goodness. Feel a bit numb. Yeah. Indifferent. Liz, the smell is definitely less sweet. A 3. Tears came to me while tapping. A 10 down to a 6. Well done. Less urge to eat it. A 3 and smells bitter. Smells good, but I don't want any, and I could happily throw it away. The power is over. Lorraine, I bawled during that. Oh, darling, sending you lots of love. I hope you're okay. Alana, doesn't smell as sweet. Defo gone down to a 2. Michelle, smells good, but feel like the smell is enough and I don't need to eat it, at a 5. Sophie down to a 3. Lorraine gone from a 9 to a 3. Orla's at a 2. Paula's at a 5. Siobhan's at a 3. Emotions came up there at the end, feeling very releasing. Yes, every single one of us, I'm not exempt, I'm working on this all the time, will resonate with not feeling loved at some point in our lives, not feeling worthy, not feeling heard, having to suppress our emotions, etc. And so they're very universal to everybody. So anything come up there that I didn't cover? What about the not feeling safe to be heard or safe to be seen? Anything that anyone else is feeling when they think of this chocolate or whatever they've got? I thought of the word secrets. Yes, it's a secret. Not feeling worthy of not looking after myself. We are all worthy. If I could get that into everyone's head, I will die a happy woman. Everyone is worthy simply because we exist. And I've learned that from Mary Magdalene and Megan Watterson. I'll email about that. whatever that means. I felt upset about not feeling safe. Okay, great. These are really good that you're identifying some root causes now. We're going deeper into why we might be wanting this chocolate. Thought of feeling ugly while young, and the chocolate made me feel happy. Amazing. Well done. Not looking after myself, guilty for the damage it could do to my teeth. Feeling helpless to make other bad feelings go away with another tool other than a device. Yes, well, Bryony, that's why tapping is gold for emotions. Okay, so you tap on your emotions and you don't have to rely on anything else. So helpless to deal with emotions. Eleanor, I just thought that not buying it was the solution rather than dealing with the issues. Very good observation, Eleanor. Yeah, there's a root cause to everything. Physical illness, emotional distress, behaviours. There's a root cause to all of it. Kaylee, when there was so much stress and pain you're dealing with, I just wanted to be happy for a while I eat the chocolate. Yes, so the escape. Escape from reality. I can understand that. I had a memory of my aunt's house where I felt safe and loved and all the treats they give me. Amazing, Lucy. Okay, so there's a really strong correlation bond between feeling safe and having treats in her house. Okay. Amy, I felt that I was using the chocolate as an escape from my emotions. Yep. Can everybody see now how we're going deeper with this? So really, really well done. So Alexia, is tapping something you can do on your own? Yes. I'm brand new to the concept and I can see it being very helpful. Absolutely. So I will send some resources to everybody that signed up for this event. And tapping is something you now know the points. You will be able to learn how to do tapping, and I am here to support you on a deeper level with any specific memories, traumas, or blocks that you face, because I am a detective and I will get to the root cause. That's my favorite thing to do. Okay, so let's tap on these last little pieces. Anyone else? Ali, kept on remembering eating Easter eggs from my dad's fridge when I was little and I felt loved by him and safe. Okay, so link to your dad. Yeah, so linking the chocolate to people. Yeah, okay. See how common this all is. This is how we are wired. This is how we are all wired animalistically and programmed. This is how our brain works. So Liz, would it be possible to have the words, statements during tapping if you want to repeat this? Liz, so I'll be sending the recording so that you can tap along again if you want to do it again, or tap with a different thing. I will send you guys as well my tapping script template and guide, so you will be able to write, have a go at writing your own tapping scripts as well. Let me just write that down again. Right, and template. Okay, so quick sniff. We getting towards repelled yet? I know some people have. The goal isn't necessarily to get you to 0. The goal is to bring you down. Okay, so even if you've gone from a 10 to a 6, that could be really significant for you. Okay, so don't feel like that we have a 0 goal. I just want to go a tiny bit deeper before we wrap up tonight. Ali, I don't even want to smell it. Wow. Okay, so let's just go one last little round. So even though I have linked chocolate with people that I love and places that I feel safe. I choose to love and accept myself anyway. This chocolate craving. Reminds me of someone I loved. So you could just say their name. And the time that we had together was joyous and fun. And I felt safe and loved in their company. And sometimes we made cakes and prepared tables of nice food. I had this lovely bonding experience with treats and chocolate. Maybe this chocolate is trying to help me connect to that feeling. The feeling of being safe and loved. Maybe I don't need the chocolate to remind me that I'm loved. And sometimes when I was young, I was never heard. I wasn't allowed to share how I felt. It wasn't safe to be seen or heard. And so I did things in secret. I hid my true self. I stopped being carefree and playful and a kid. Maybe the chocolate helped me feel good again. Chocolate was celebratory. Chocolate was around when people were happy and we were having fun. Maybe that's what I'm craving in my life. Craving feeling carefree and no responsibility, stress-free. Chocolate is my escape from reality. It helps me suppress my emotions. Helps me ignore what's going on. But maybe I'm not ready to, or maybe I'm done with ignoring how I feel. Maybe it's time to start allowing myself to feel. Maybe it's safe to feel. Maybe I need to feel certain things. Feelings are just energy in motion. It's not who I am. I am not anger. And I am not guilt. I am not grief. They're just energies that need to move through me. And when I suppress them, I hold them. I don't let them go. Maybe it's time to allow myself to let go. I allow myself to move through things rather than hold things. I can choose to feel safe. I can love myself. I can share my voice. I don't need chocolate. Chocolate isn't serving me anymore. I release this craving out of my life now. Okay. Take some water. And one last sniff. Is it as sweet? So going back to what we said at the beginning. Does it smell sweet? Does it bring comfort, safety, calm, happiness, soothing? What does this promise now? I do, Lisa. I remember that session. It was a yawning central session. It smells chemical, not sweet at all. I can't smell the vanilla anymore. Well done, Denny. No, it doesn't smell sweet. It's just a smell. Very bitter. I feel as though it's not controlling me. It smells sickly. How much do we want it now on a scale of 0 to 10? I feel disassociated. It smells bitter. 2, 2, 2. Smells disgusting. 2, 0, 3, 3. Don't want it. A 2, not bothered. 0, 0, 2, 0, 4. Byron, can just summon the guilt I'd feel after it rather than summoning the good feeling of having it. 0, 4, 0. A 4. Wow. Okay. So a 2. Genuinely surprised. I eat a lot of chocolate. Something called everyone here tonight and to this event. And I'm so pleased you've had a taste of tapping. Something that is phenomenal and life-changing on a day-to-day level. Not just with food, with emotions, beliefs, traumas, and just so grateful for you all coming and doing this event. You know, you showed up, you signed up, and then you showed up. And for everybody doing the replay, you're doing a replay. Absolutely amazing. So proud of everyone here. Any questions on this, on tapping, on anything else? I'll get the replay out tomorrow. If you, let's see how the next few days go, okay? All right, Ali, so that brought up a lot. We'll get in touch with me and we can chat. How often do you recommend we tap on chocolate? So when I tapped on this, it was for 15 minutes 4 weeks ago, and I haven't had the chocolate. So it all depends on the next few days for you. Will you wake up tomorrow and even think about it? So I came back from Ireland and it was Monday evening and I was in bed and I thought, oh my God, I haven't been in the fridge. It just hadn't entered my mind. So just let this go now and let your brain process the reconnection and the disconnection that we've just done. We've just broken a pathway in your mind. You know, you've been walking up and down the same path in a field for years and years, and we've just walked off and started a new path. Okay, so let that settle in. And if you feel like you've still got this calling in the next few days, do the replay. And if that's still not working, or there's memories coming up that are traumatic, please get in touch with me, email me directly, okay? Because maybe this wasn't specific enough for you, because we covered very general things, haven't we? We've covered a lot of things that a lot of people connected with, but you may have more specific things, okay? So Eileen, thanks so much. It was possibly one of the only times I've ever spoken to myself that kindly. Oh, Eileen, we need to have a chat. You deserve a lot more kindness. Alexia, wanted to be carefree, really struck a chord. Want to focus on finding small ways to do that. Amazing. You can write a list of things that light you up. And think of the things you used to do as a child. Was it dancing, singing, playing with crystals, having friends to stay, going to the cinema? What kind of things light you up? That's a really good place to start. Lovely thank you messages. Thank you. Felt like a good time for me. Glad I did it. Good. Absolutely. Should we focus on tapping on this one vice for a while and not add others in? That's a good question. I would probably do that actually. Let this settle. See how you feel. And then maybe repeat it for something else or repeat it for the same thing. I really don't think I'm there yet. Maybe it's my fear. It has controlled me for a long time. It's definitely helped. No problem. Well, whenever you're ready, we can go deeper if that works. And the word grief really set me off. I hadn't really considered that it was an underlying theme. Okay, brilliant. So this is all really good. It's just good to become aware. We were so unconsciously controlled by this thing. Okay, so now we have a bit more awareness. We've broken some patterns, broken some links, and there might be a little bit of tweaking left to do. So lovely to have everybody. Thank you so much. Alana, great to have you with us tonight as well. Yeah, anybody got any questions, please do reply to me. Please follow me on Instagram if you're not already. Please share me with the world as a little thank you. That would be amazing. Just want more and more people to access this incredibly empowering tool. Lucy, I keep sniffing it and it's not doing anything. Amazing. So to my lovely members, I shall see you again. What have we got next? The 7th of June, we have our tapping circle. So we'll see you then. Thanks, Sinead, for coming. And yeah, see everybody soon, hopefully. Take care. Good luck. Have a lovely evening. Yep. Sleep well, everyone.